On today's episode, I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Abuja season 10. Finally, we are on season 10. I want to use this opportunity to thank all my subscribers, both the old and new subscribers. Thank you for helping me grow this channel. Then if you see my face for the first time, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button, join the family, let us learn and have fun together. On today's episode, like I said, I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Abuja season 10. Season 10 is another interesting show. Yes, they gave us another interesting show, plus their usual drama. In fact, it's like I'm getting tired of the drama. The drama, like we know from the previous episode, it has turned on OJ. Yes, it's on OJ's side of the table. Yes. Remember, in the last episode, the girls were supposed to be hosted by OJ in Lagos for her album launch, and they have started arriving already. I think Tutupai and Arafa arrived first from the previous episode. Then later now, Princess as Samantha joined. But the bottom line is that at this point, OJ was still nowhere to be found. So the girls decided to give themselves a treat by hanging out, going to fun places and having fun. So at some point, Princess decided to call Arafa. Princess Arafa and Tutupai decided to call OJ to know how far, what's happening, why she's not there. So OJ was like telling them, oh, that's there's this American boxer she invited to host the girls. It's like the guy is about to disappoint or something, or she's trying to finalize, like tighten up the loose ends. But immediately she just said it. The girls were like, like the body language is like, we know you. Or in fact, that scene just suggested that all this while they were waiting for OJ, they must have been gossiping about OJ. And like we saw in that her party, Tutupai has been gossiping about her. So it's not surprising that the girls are receiving that message with a pinch of salt. Yes, to an extent. It got to an extent. Tutupai just had to leave them. She was too irritated. She just had to get up and leave them. So in their confessionals, of course, Tutupai finished OJ as usual, trying to buttress that fact that OJ is fake, according to her. I'm not there, so I cannot, endorse or, agree with what I don't know. So she's like, but before I proceed, I must say I love Tutupai's dressing in the confessionals. At this point, let me just say this is the first time all the girls were looking wow in their confessionals. I love their dresses, their attires. In all of the attires in this episode's confessionals is something else. They're stepping up their game when it comes to dressing. This is not the time that Samantha will be having monopoly. I think the girls are beginning to wake up to that. So all of them were looking wow, looking fabulous, yes, in their confessional attires. So back to the gist. Then after that scene, they showed us where OJ finally arrived. Yeah, OJ arrived, met up with the girls, and they were having fun. She kind of tried to apologize and all of that, but we know OJ is used to coming late. But because when you are used to a particular attitude, when you are telling the truth, nobody will believe you. It could be that she's really trying to tighten the loose ends. Yes, but the bottom line is that they are good together. They are good. So she brought out her box of jewelries, her box of diamonds that she's selling. She was trying to market it to the girls. And she was asked of the price of one of the rings, I guess. She said no, she needs to look it up before she can tell the price. Then she now reluctantly said, okay, it should be like 26,000. I was thinking they will add naira at the end. She said $26,000. Whoa, $26,000. Anyway, that's what it should be. Diamonds are very expensive item to have. Yes, but the girls were not buying it. They were not buying it. Even when she said that 26,000, the attitude, the quietness, the silence before they start talking. In fact, their body language was just giving that vibe that they don't really agree with that price. In fact, some of them were trying to, in their confessionals, not trying to, in their confessionals, people like Tutupai were saying that these rings are fake, that they are not the real diamonds. Please, give the girl a break, Tutupai. I think the problem here is that it's like Tutupai used to know Ojoma, or the people Tutupai is getting her information from are those people that used to know Ojoma, know OJ, I mean to say, way back. But people grow, people transform. What do you think people hustle for? They hustle to change their status, they hustle to change their life. So I think Tutupai at this point need to catch up with the modern OJ. Yes, you don't backdate. You start judging somebody when you used to know her on the street, hustling and struggling, maybe wearing shabby clothes and all of that. No, people grow. I think Tutupai, not just Tutupai, all of them just have to brace up to the new OJ posharella. Yes, she's expensive. It takes a lot. Let's just imagine she's pretending or she's faking all those lifestyle. It takes a lot to fake those things. Ask Bobrisky. Yes, Bobrisky will tell you that. It takes a lot to even try to fake it till you make it. Yes, you must have money before you fake. If not, you can't fake it. How do you fake it? How do you even get those fake things? Yeah. How do you get those fake bling bling bling? You see, you need money, good amount of money to do that. So that's the way the girls were picking on little things that does not matter. I'm beginning to think, are these girls this petty, or they're just doing that to fill up the episode? Because this episode would have been one of the most empty episodes if there were no dramas at all. That's what I have to say. So back to the gist. After that scene, I think they showed us where Arafah, Comfort, and Princess went to the beach. They said there's no point coming to Lagos without visiting the beach. But at this point, I must say, I noticed improved relationship between Arafah and Princess. Yes, they were vibing. In fact, I was just looking at the two, trying to study their body language, if it's fake or if it's... but the two of them looked so relaxed with each other. So they went out to this beach to have fun. They were there gisting, having fun, and vibing. It was in that beach that Princess brought up the issue of OJ's rings, diamond rings. She was now asking Arafah, what do you think about those rings? She was even saying that they are blinking too much. They are blinking too much to begin to think that will make one think that these rings were fake. Comfort is like, says who? Arafah was like, yes, the rings are fake or looking fake, whatever. In fact, OJ, you are peppering them all. Let me tell you, as a human being, if you are not doing anything, if you are not progressing, nobody will talk about you. So for people to keep gossiping you, constantly talking about you, you know, you are doing something. In fact, take it as a compliment. At this point, I would say OJ is doing well, because these girls, OJ, you are doing well, you are powerful, because these girls, these supposed big girls, are always talking about you. Yes, that's to show that you are doing something. Keep doing, girl. So Arafah was done saying that Princess does that OJ does not have idea about diamonds. Arafah was not just only saying that she thinks the rings are fake. She's also saying that if they were real diamonds, that OJ is supposed to know some, I think she said 3 basic things about diamonds, and for somebody who is selling diamonds, you're supposed to know that. And she was wondering why OJ didn't come with a tester if she's really into selling of diamonds. At this point, I must say Arafah might be correct with those tips she's giving them about, how to know somebody who is into proper selling of diamonds. But you should know there's always a first time. It could be that OJ is trying her hands for the first time on selling diamonds, because I've never heard before where they mentioned that in the previous episode that OJ used to sell diamonds. I know of perfumes, oil, body lotion, all those kind of skincare products. I've never heard of anything diamonds. Maybe it could be that it's a new business she's trying her hands on, and she wants to start with the girls. So after that, woo! A surprise, something that came like a surprise to me, a pleasant surprise, I must say. Arafa apologized to Princess for calling her old, or rather saying she looks older than every one of the girls, even when she's supposed to be the youngest. So in their confessionals, Comfort was like, she thought the apology was coming to her. I actually thought the apology was going to Comfort, even though I can't really tell what she's apologizing to, what she should be apologizing to Comfort for, because there's really no direct issue between them. They talked at that golf, whatever. They talked and ironed out their issues and agreed that they're going to just be, just friends, be my husband's friends. You're just one of the cast and all of that. Nothing really in particular, no drama in particular that you can say this person will apologize to this person for. Or maybe she would just apologize for the tone of her message at the golf meeting. But the bottom line is that Princess got the apology, and Princess was like, you forgot to apologize for standing me up at the hiking game or whatever. She also apologized. At this point, let's give them a clap. Yes, the girls are beginning to act mature. The girls are beginning to grow up, and it was really fun to watch. So after that, they went to Fela's shrine where the girls had fun, dancing and all of that. And of course, Ojoma stole the show with her dance moves. Before the night of the album launch, Arafa so much admired Ojoma's singing skills, to the extent that she decided to introduce her to one of these entertainment giants. Yes, entertainment CEO. Yes, in that the music executive was also wowed with OJ's singing skills. In fact, he was tripping and commending OJ's voice. OJ can sing. OJ Posharella is good at singing. That's why, if you notice, she's always talking. Yes, to always want to use the opportunity to show us her talent in singing. OJ, keep it up, please. The guy was so impressed. The guy was so, impressed with the talent. If you cast your mind back, OJ has been lobbying Tutupai. Tutupai that claims to know everyone in the entertainment industry. That she's so connected, she's the network guru. She has not done anything for OJ. In fact, she's even the one doubting whether OJ has a song or not. Now, Arafa was so impressed when she got to see OJ's singing skills. She was so impressed that she decided to take her to a music giant. That's act of kindness. If you don't know, some people, if they see a way you are going to rise, they will not tell you, they will not link you up. But for Arafa to do that, thumbs up to Arafa. So then finally, the event that brought all the girls to Lagos. Yes, it was time for the event that brought all the girls to Lagos. Now, first of all, I must express my dismay at that launch, that album launch. When they were talking about album launch, I thought they are going to invite all those music gurus, yes, the giants in the industry, if not all, at least one or two of them, with older, watchers, or even musicians, whether upcoming or not, and guests and friends and well-wishers, to launch. I've witnessed album launch. Album launch is like another party on its own from the one I witnessed personally at Benin. Yes, it's like another party. Yes, it's like partying. Yeah, but I was surprised to see in the show is just in the album launch is just the cast, it's just the girls again. I said, these girls, don't you people get tired of your company? Can't you get somebody to add flavor to these things? In fact, and all the talk, the hyping of the album launch, that they had to go to Lagos, leave their location to Lagos for this. No. Thumbs down. No, I wasn't just impressed. But that apart, my opinion apart, let me give you the gist on what happened at the event. So the girls arrived as usual, but the OJ, that's the host, arrived late. In fact, at the point when, before she could come, Tutupai had left, and OJ, Princess was on her way out when she was coming in. They even passed each other. Later, the girls were pleading and begging Princess to come back because they know she mustn't have gone far, because as OJ was coming in, she was just leaving, so she could still be within. They were begging her to turn back and join them. Let them all have fun. Let them all support OJ. Princess' anger at this point is valid. You kept them waiting for so long, but Princess' attitude is Princess' mouth. Princess' mouth still needs to, her mouth still needs to go for, treatment, surgery, whatever it is. Her manner of approach to things is really a no for a grown mature woman. Yeah. Now, when she returned, she just went straight on OJ. That, why did you keep us waiting? Blah, 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 blah. This is which is understandable. You should be able to express your anger. You should be able to say what is hurting you. Then, but what is not acceptable is that while she was saying, and OJ was trying to explain her own part, that this is not the first time, that she too, she used to keep them waiting, and it's not like that. There was no enough excuse OJ can possibly give to Princess. But Princess suddenly switched things up and said, and started insulting her. I think, what did she say in particular? She said, this girl is a mental case. What? It hasn't gotten to that part. People are just trying to iron out issues, debate and iron out why this person had to come late, or you're trying to buttress your point that you should not keep us waiting, or maybe it's a lesson she's supposed to take. I thought they say Princess schooled abroad. I thought they say Princess is a lawyer. I don't know. I'm trying to marry her attitude with all those, her education, exposure. It's not gelling, Princess. It's not gelling. Except she's doing it for the show, which I'm also suspecting she's doing it for the show. But do you really love the show more than your brand? Because these things will play out in your brand. It's going to affect your brand, whether you like it or not. So do you really value that show more than your brand? And your brand is still an upcoming brand. It's still growing. It's getting larger to some extent, but there are still very much room for, growth. So why are you doing this to yourself? And OJ was so mad. OJ was angry. She had to leave that space because she was sitting very close to Princess. She had to leave that place to another side. In fact, she got so angry that the girls were calming her down, and she's like, she got so pissed. She said, Princess must leave her event. And Princess is like, I will not leave in her usual character. Hey, Princess, you are making me laugh with this your attitude. Somebody will walk you out, you say you are not going. Well, she says she's not going as usual. In fact, that OJ want to pull Arafa on her. That is not going to work for OJ. And true, it didn't work. So people like Arafa were trying to tell OJ to, to calm down, to stop, and being angry and, talking. In fact, at this point, are you not seeing what I'm saying from Arafa? Arafa, Arafa, you are giving them the class in this episode. Thumbs up. Keep doing it. Keep doing that. Not in episode 11. You will now slack. Oh, just keep doing that. But OJ, Comfort was saying that OJ has the right to express herself. And after expressing herself, that's when she will feel more relaxed to vibe with Princess again. But if you check it, they are all, right in their own way, because from Arafa's point of view, we need to focus on what brought us here. We cannot travel all the way from Lagos to just quarrel and go back. Of course. And Comfort too her point is sensible enough, because when you vent your anger, you've lifted the pain or the anger, whatever it is, off your chest, and you're ready to vibe and have. But the bottom line is that the girls still had fun. OJ had to perform her album. She had to perform some numbers from her album, and it was wow. The girls were loving it. This is the first time the girls were agreeing to one thing, even including Tutupai, the controversial Tutupai that does not like OJ. They all agreed that her voice can make it, yes, to the Grammys, of course. And they had fun. There was a lot of food to eat, drink. I think that's just basically it. And at that point, Arafana announced to the girls that she will be taking them to Cape Town. Yes, so Arafa is trying to, top everybody. Yes, top everybody. Because OJ has gingered them now. Because OJ's Arabian party, kind of topped the chart. And I feel Arafa's Cape Town party or whatever trip is going to top the chart. They will keep, struggling to top each other, and we will be out here enjoying the show. That is the much that happened on this episode. If you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.